Father? Or are you living it? My Father, thank you for this day. Is it live? Are we on? There we are.
There you go.
I see us.
Why is it not showing up? Do we have sound? Yes, we have sound.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. And we talk about various keto topics. And every Monday, we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. And that's where you're going to find... Uh-oh. What happened?
We did something. We hear you. Hey, yes.
That's
loud
weird.
And clear. You're live. We don't know what we're doing.
There we go. I don't know why that came up.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and this is our first live stream. Welcome.
Hey. You know what? You say hello to everybody really quick. Okay. I have to go get something because we have a sponsor tonight.
We have a sponsor. Well, they'll be so glad that they decided to sponsor our shenanigans, right? Hello, everybody. So, yeah, you can hear me. My spaghetti arms are like, oh, right now. Like, I can't even barely, I had to like throw my arm up onto the table.
I don't know why the light is so bad, but we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. We're not going to go add more light.
We're not. Why don't you go ahead and focus on where you're at right now?
I am.
All right.
I'm focused on, I've got to do computer stuff. How's everyone doing? Welcome to our Thursday night live stream. It is April 1st.
Yes.
No joke.
No joke. Seriously. And seriously, we started exercising today. I have been.
This was the worst day to exercise for me.
You had a lot of stuff going on.
I can't take not having enough light.
Okay. All right.
I just gotta move the light.
Okay. Here we go. Let me see.
Is that better? I
don't know.
Okay.
Love the shirt. Thank you. It is super not very Eastery as I like grabbed it on, but I was telling you that I thought you were going to have to flip into the live stream like Dukes of Hazzard because you were going to have a game.
I've got a game. My game got canceled, but
I flipped into the live stream. I was like, "Are we live? Is this happening?"
Anthony and I cut the church today and went and got mulch. I told him I don't have enough time to do the mulch, but I will happily donate the mulch to the church if you can find some like volunteers to come and lay it. But we had to empty it all out of the truck. I ran to the store, I got it all. And so, yeah, we did hedge trimming. And then I had to come home to work out. Yeah. I'm sunburned.
I know. All kinds of things. You got a giant thorn through your finger.
Oh, my, I can't close it. It hit a nerve.
You know what? Sometimes I think it just is like you need grace because we have every excuse in the world too. Mm-hmm. I mean, we do, right? It was like, this isn't a good day. I didn't wake up feeling great. Like, I don't know. Maybe we just start tomorrow and we're like, no, we're doing this today because we have accountability. Thank the Lord.
Okay, so we have a sponsor tonight. So our sponsor is, and I just saw somebody say that they're out of some of the flavors. But here's the good news, and I will message him to extend that if this is the case. But tonight's sponsor is Equip Prime Protein. Well, Equip in general is sponsoring tonight's live stream because we're kicking off our no joke challenge and upping our protein and everything. If you don't know what Equip is, it is a beef protein, unlike Ketochow, which we absolutely love Ketochow.
We do.
But Ketochow is a milk protein. This is a beef protein.
Somebody can't have it.
So if you can't have milk, you can actually take this, mix it with the Ketochow base powder, which we have some coming, and then we're going to teach you how to do that. And they're giving us a special. So from today until, I've already asked them to extend it a couple days, but we're going to go at least until next Friday.
They're like, seriously? And we're like, yeah, no joke.
Yes.
Get it?
25% off, and if you buy 2 bags, you get free shipping. So You have to use the link down below, though. So if you don't use that link, you won't get that deal. So please support the companies that support Too Crazy Ketos. Same thing with Redmond. If you like Redmond products and you are buying, don't buy them just because of us. But if you like them, place your order through the website because they support us. But if not, you can go to the store. But if you want to get like the Relight or something, and you're also getting salt, get it through there. Use our link down below because it lets them know, like, hey, please continue to support Too Crazy Ketos.
But if they have it, and you're a local grocery store, and you're on the fence about get some at your local grocery store because it really is like super different. Y'all, I mean, I'm not just us, but I bet there's tons of people who can attest to the fact that Redmond salt just tastes different.
You want to see something really fancy that I was working on?
We nailed it, whatever it is.
Really? So look at this one. Watch this. Okay. Let's see if it works.
Aww.
Look on the screen.
Oh my goodness.
It says, good evening, family. I rode my bike for the first time in a while and worked with those bandy thingies.
The bandy thingies. I think those are
But look on the screen. Look what they're seeing. They see the comments
High five. I'm sorry.
We're getting techie.
I
forgot the other
camera,
camera,
grumpy. Because I was like running late. But I was actually talking to my mom, maybe why I was late, but because she had said, hey, I just wanted to say to you, and like also she's like, I'm going to send Bronson a note, you know, because my mom, like, she'll write a note still. That's a thing. And she's like, I got moving because of you guys again. Like, I had kind of like lazed off as far as riding my bicycle. She goes on walks like all of the time, and she likes to do hikes and stuff. But the every single day get out and move, and I don't think she's ever used resistance bands before.
Well, I know you sent me a picture. So if you're looking for resistance bands, this is a good set that's very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon.
Got her order today.
You can get these from Amazon. There's a couple of different ones. If you go to the live stream with Bronson yesterday, I have a link down below. I think I forgot to copy that link.
This is Lori Holcomb. Thank you for posting that you had gotten them. Mom had heard from somebody in the family group that they had gone to like Ross, you know, Dress for Less, and they also sold them.
Yeah, you don't need the $200 Undersun fitness bands.
And it was a pack of like 3 or 4, and one of them was missing. They gave it to her for $6.
That's awesome.
$6.
We have a super chat.
Hey.
So Stephanie, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. She said it's Defense Wiz's birthday and Michelle's.
But she's on
vacation. But she is on vacation. Okay. Well, you know what that means.
We gotta sing.
We gotta sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Defense Wiz and Michelle. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Thank you very much for that super chat.
Thank you.
So, yeah, today is the No Joke Challenge and the Chop Challenge.
So, wait a second. Today is the first day of April. So, there are first April babies.
Yep.
Happy birthday to all of the April babies.
Yes.
That's kind of awesome.
So can we get back to the Chop Challenge and to the...
Yes.
So, we both exercised today, and we filmed it.
Oh, my gosh.
We time-lapsed it. Please, no jokes.
Yeah.
They're making fun of us.
It's
like
so
with
bad.
my big fat belly hanging out and... You know, but oh well. You know what? We're going to change that.
I couldn't get the camera in the right spot, and I'm telling you, there's a few, like, I feel like we may get demonetized just because, like, it's like, Rachel's going to do her workouts now, and, like, here is her crotch, all of it. But I couldn't, like, get the position. I'm not used to, like, laying down to film.
Right. Well, we're actually decided, because we're not doing the shipping anymore, we have a little bit of room in the garage, so tomorrow we're going to take a ride up to Tractor Supply and get those rubber mats and put some in there because we're doing it on like one of those tumbling mats that our son gave us, and yeah, it just slides around on the concrete.
It was kind of like it was a hand-me-down from his CrossFit to him to us, and I'm like, how many butts have been on this? A lot of butts. A lot.
Paul said it's April 2nd there.
Oh, wow. That's true. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. So Chelsea CEO said, I wish the Equip protein powder was in stock in vanilla and strawberry. Only the chocolate is available on the website. I will message him and find out when it's going to be in stock. And then if we can maybe extend the 25% off sale a little bit. So let's get back to, we also had our chopped challenge today, which was use chuck eye.
Yes. And we had a great dinner.
This was our dinner.
We had huge plans for it. We were gonna do like the reverse sear, but like we just didn't have time. We were out of time. But
I didn't get home until 5 o'clock.
Thank you, Lord. We have Instapot, and like you started it out, and it was fast, and then you just finished it off in the air fryer.
So what I did was I covered it completely, all the sides, with the organic garlic and pepper. I put it in the Instant Pot for 20 minutes on top. I put it on a rack with about a half a cup of water in the bottom. That got it nice and tender. And then I stuck it in the air fryer for 4 minutes at 400 degrees because I like a char on the outside of my steak.
I do too. And here's the thing, like, we don't normally buy that cut of meat.
Right.
I thought it was
$4.
It was $4.
For almost 2 pounds. It was special.
Both of us ate for $4 thanks to the free eggs from the chickens. And it was delicious.
Yep.
I'm like, I will get that again. Of course, ours looked nothing like Miss Lisa's.
Which one is Lisa's?
Lisa's are both of those two. No.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Look at that.
Whoa.
Does that belong?
That belongs in a restaurant.
Seriously?
Lisa, can I hire you?
Yes.
Can I hire you to come
the inside.
For food photography? Because we're horrible. Our plates are from the dollar store, and every one of them is like on top of our granite countertop with light reflecting, and I don't know how to stage anything.
You probably see me on my phone too, like this. Like it, like there's a shadow of it, like Popeye trying to get a photo of it. But look at the inside of hers. Is that perfect?
That is amazing.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse is calling. They would like their steak cooked back.
That looks amazing.
Amazing.
I think we have a picture of somebody's egg too.
Yes, because
and then we can get into the night.
I mean, Lisa's doing it too.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. Shauna is so talented.
Shauna has shared her egg. She's participating in the Easter egg decorating contest that's going on through the 8th.
Yes.
So if you're...
Next week.
Right. So like we will pick the winners, and it's going to be most creative, funniest, most elegant, and best overall egg. So if, sometimes like the Easter weekend is very hectic, don't worry, you still got time to get it in before our live stream next Thursday. But there's a lot of fun stuff going on in the family.
I'm worried that I keep seeing a bitrate warning up there, but it looks like everything is good over here. So okay. So he said my reverse sear is done in about the same time, 15 minutes per side, followed by a quick sear.
I am so excited. So they were having.
But my problem is that usually when I make the steak, I salt it a couple of hours ahead of time.
Yes, and we didn't do that.
I didn't have time to do it because I didn't get home till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I figured the best way for me to do this is throw it in the Instant Pot.
And I see what I love is like Heath and Shelly and a lot of other people were doing the spirit of the challenge, which is, hey, we went to go look for the chuck eye and they didn't have them, and I didn't realize that there's only 2 of those on the whole cow.
Yeah. It's a cheaper cut of meat, but it's hard to come by.
Sometimes hard to come by. So they were doing that, and I'm very excited about their meal for tomorrow night, their Friday night potluck. I'm calling it a potluck because it's just so fun. And I believe you guys said that you're doing ribeyes there for that. Is that correct?
Okay, so Christopher said the Nutrisense CGM link says $30 off with your code, but I wasn't able to find anywhere on the site what it costs to begin with. It is there. I have to play with the site. I know it's there because I looked it up.
We still got to put that on.
We're going to put that on our vlog when we're done here.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that is that we got these things from this company called Nutrisense. They're CGMs. They're basically Freestyle Libres, but you can get it without a doctor's prescription because they're basically becoming your doctor. They're doing teledoc. You have to answer some medical questions, and then they will send them to you. So you gotta get them. I think you can get a 1 month, a 3 month, a 6 month, and our code will get you $30 off. As a matter of fact, I'll be honest. Our code is going to get you more than anybody else's off because we basically we don't want to make any money off it. We just think
put
that
it all toward the coupon.
We're just put it all towards people's being able to get it because we think that CGMs are really important. Just if you do it for a month to just kind of figure things out. I don't remember the exact price, but I think if you did a 1 month plan, it was around $200. But I will look it up. We're going to do it. It'll be in the vlog that we're in the middle of filming.
Yeah, we still have to put them in. And that's the thing because, sometimes people are like, we got a message this week that was like, you guys are reckless telling people not to throw out their scale. It's not good to throw out your scale.
The hate is real.
So I am not against data. I am not
Right.
against like accumulating data on yourself. I think that's very important. I just want to make sure that the data that you're getting is like fueling your journey, helping you, and giving you real information that you can actually do something with. Because I feel like if you just have that, like we've said it before, that one-dimensional scale number
Right.
can really upset some people. And if you can either, get a different scale, maybe get a CGM and say like, I'm frustrated, I see the scale going up and down, but like I don't know what's happening. Maybe this can provide some insight.
Right.
So I'm not against data collection. I just want to make sure that we've got like all of the different sides.
Yep. So Sylvia said, I got yoga or exercise mats from Five Below. I never even thought about that. I know that they're really cheap.
Were they $5?
When you go
Were they $5?
Everything in Five Below is $5. Let's be real. For the most part.
No, I mean, excuse me, is it actually $5 or is it like 10?
Isn't Five Below everything $5?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think you can buy something for 10 there. I think it's in the range of 5.
I thought everything had to be $5 or less, but everything that I see in the store is $5.
Dollar General.
Everything, nothing is $1.
Everything I want is like $20, and I'm like, this is Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General, where nothing is $1.
Yeah, Dollar Tree. That's why the poor people at Dollar Tree get the question so many times, how much is this?
I know, right? So Claire said, I am halfway through my challenge exercises that are modified. My physical therapist approved them for me.
Thank you for going to your physical therapist and just checking with them. And yeah, as you're gonna see on my vlog, there were some things like I have never been able to do a pull-up or a real push-up, like all the way down, all the way up. And something that I really love that came out in Bronson's video doing the exercises was, if we have to modify this, like bringing the ground up to you by doing your push-up, just so that you could actually feel all the way down and all the way up to something.
Right.
And my goal ultimately is by the end of this challenge, I'm doing my push-ups on the ground and I'm doing my pull-ups without a bucket. But today I just wanted to get moving, so Caleb actually carried my bucket and we went to the park.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he wasn't embarrassed, at least, that his mom has to have a bucket for the pull-ups.
So he said, we are sticking to the 2KK protein list.
Yes.
Pork chops for Friday night feast. That's awesome.
Yum.
And they had ribeye tonight, which is a great alternative if
Yes.
you can't find the chuck eye, because it's from the same area, except for the chuck eye is from the 5th rib. So I did want to kind of show you guys something, if I can remember how to pull this up. So we're going to pull up our website. For those of you where's our website? I've got a bunch of things up here.
All kinds of stuff up.
Okay, so here's our website. Here's the monthly motivation. Okay?
Is it out there, or are we
So
behind?
this is Chuck Eye Steak.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so if you go to our website, which is twocrazyketos.com, you're always gonna find our most recent video right there. You can actually watch it right here on the website. You have your monthly motivation. Today's the Chop Challenge, April 1st, Chuck Eye Steak. Now, if you go over here, Keto 101, and then go to our blog, which we're starting to add a lot more blog posts. So here's your No Joke Challenge. If you go to the No Joke Challenge, right here is where you're gonna find the PDFs for the workout. So you can click on this one right here. Here is Bronson's workout. They're all body weight. And so I wanted to go down this. He's got how you can make modifications, do your options. And here it's 3 different workouts. So you can do it 5 days, you can do it 3 days, whatever you want. So you have a warm up, and then if you click right here, he's got videos on how to do them. It's Bronson doing them. And then you have your Metcon prep, which is do some of this slow. Now, when you see AMRAP means as many as you can.
Yeah.
Okay? So for 15 minutes, you're gonna do 10 air squats, 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, glute bridges, 10 burpees. You just set a timer 15 minutes. It's CrossFit. That's what it is. And then I also added stuff because I wanted to work some of my abdominal muscles, so I also did some sit-ups. But you don't have to. But you can do other stuff. You're not limited to just this, or if there's something you can't do, he's got a whole list. Then he also does have on here, I'm gonna go back over to that. So if you go to this alternate workout, here's some extra things you can do. 3 rounds of 1 minute working and 30-minute resting of like chair squats, wall push-up, band bicep curls, and he's got a YouTube link for each one of them.
Oh my gracious.
So you like don't have to worry about if you can't do something. He's got videos on how to do it.
I love that. I mean, he really wants people to get healthy.
Yeah.
Like, he is all in for this. In fact, I thought it was really cute. He had posted that he actually finally got an air fryer. And I think that the folks in our group finally...
Gotta get the comments back.
Finally
There they are.
got him to pull the trigger on that one. And he's like, where has this been all my life?
Right?
I did a butt ton of chicken wings. I did a whole thing of bacon. It was so fast. Like, I don't know why I waited for so long. So you guys are really rubbing off on him as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shauna, I need you to put in a comment section, did you get your Ketochow Club box? I just want to know if you got your club box yet. So give me a thumbs up, yes or no. Let me know if you got it.
Oh, there's Parrot Head Renee.
Oh, Renee said, hey, Gail.
I have some very mixed feelings about Renee's week.
Why?
I feel very, very sad for her past employer. And I feel very, very happy for her new employer. Congratulations to Renee starting a new job this week. Exciting.
Okay, so Rhonda gave us thumbs up. Shanta
awesome.
said hello, gas. So, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to say it.
Wait, no, it's for the air fryer. You hadn't said anything about that
I did.
yet.
I want to know if Shauna got her thing. If you,
Shauna said yes.
Rachel looks dangerous tonight.
Ooh.
Thank you for all the inspiration.
Thank you. Yes, she got it, she said.
There we go. Okay, so if that's the case, I want to show something. If you haven't gotten your Chow Club box, okay, and you don't want to know, close your eyes.
Well, we put up a video.
So there is a video on, but look what's in the Chow Club box.
It's lime.
Key lime.
It's key lime.
So they got a new flavor.
Are you going to make a key lime pie?
Oh, yes. I love key lime pie.
Finally, it came just in time because I can't even tell you how much like crying and sadness there has been as we've gone to the Keys.
And can't have key lime pie?
2 times in recent months, and we can't have any key lime pie. So I'm excited about this.
So Rhonda said, Rachel, you go girl. It will still work. That's why there are assist pull-up machines. Nothing wrong with using your bucket.
Yeah, so I felt like a little bit silly because we do have resistance bands, and I saw that Joe was basically had found a way to do the pull-ups in our garage using the resistance bands. But for some reason, the fact that he had the circle on the end of his, I thought it wasn't the same thing. So I thought, well, I got to go to the park.
He had a video with resistance bands. Only he was high up, and I can't put him high up, so I sat down on the ground.
I know, but he had a little extra thing that was a hard circle.
I have that if you want that.
No, I don't.
No, he was using rings,
No,
too.
I didn't. I just didn't understand that was the same. It was still resistance bands and rings. Like, I'm very low tech when it comes to anything exercise.
He had 2 different options. So you can do a regular pull-up, or you can do rings, which is you remember the rings from school?
Oh, yeah.
And then you would go on those, and if you didn't have
them,
them, he also had a thing on how to use a resistance band, but you would wrap it around something high up.
I think that everybody, it was funny because they probably had that for you in high school where you guys were still using the rings.
Yeah.
We had so many like broken arms in our elementary age kids that by the time we got to the high school age, the PE teacher was like, no, we are not having those kids like dangle from the ceiling. No.
Shelly said the air fryer is the new century's George Foreman
That
grill.
is exactly how to put it. That is precisely.
That's right.
Precisely right. That is exactly right. Because every single person you knew had a George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Every person. And now we could still use a George Foreman grill, collect all the drippings, and then pour it back on to the plate when we're done.
Tanya said the air fryer changed my life. Tonight I put it to good use and made chicken meatballs as my side with the chuck eye steak.
Nice.
And I didn't fast.
I'm so proud of you, Tanya. That is awesome. That is so, so awesome. Key lime cheesecake. Yes, Lori, I am all about that. Speaking of, I think of like lime as fruit, I wanted to tell you something you're going to be very excited about. As soon as we're done with this, then we can go and see it. Slapsticks children are back. Zadie and Sawyer are back cooking in the kitchen. The kids cooking. They have a video out, so we can go watch that.
We can go watch that after.
Yes.
Okay.
He's been like, he's having soy withdrawal.
Shauna said, I'm so freaking excited, and it was so yummy.
It's actually very tasty.
We actually did get to taste it a couple weeks ago, and
we had no idea when it was actually coming out.
It is amazing.
But it was good.
It really is amazing. It really just, if you like key lime, if you like that tartness, it's really, really good.
Rhonda's making the custard with it, and I feel like that is going to be like next level. I may even add a couple of little packages of the true lime into it
that's gonna
to just
up it up. That's gonna up
punch
it up.
it.
Okay.
Kapow!
So I did want to show one more thing, and then we can get into all your nonsense.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so for everybody who is trying to track things and trying to do figure out their grams and stuff like that, and how can I track? I wanted to show you guys, even though I'm gonna make a video since you guys are joining with us live. I wanted to show this to you on how to do chronometer.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, this is riveting.
It's really gonna be super simple. So we're gonna go to chronometer.com, right? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go over here to settings, and then you're gonna go to targets. And then right here, we're going to ignore our energy, and you're going to, first of all, make sure this says total carbs, okay? And you're going to choose fixed values. Then you're going to put in how much protein you want, how many carbs you want, and how much fat you want. Do not use ketogenic calculator or macro ratios. Use fixed values. Find these numbers. Let me see something.
Can I put 9 million under energy?
No.
Since we don't care.
No.
Can I put, really?
Okay, so
100,000.
Can I finish so it's not too boring?
Okay, maybe.
Okay, so get these numbers from our website. Then I want you to go down here, okay? And you have your vitamins and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go over to this next page. It says display. On display, see right here, it says show calorie summary and diary. Untick that. So that's how it needs to look. So undo that.
Do you mean click?
No, you want untick it. It's a tick. See that? You don't want it highlighted. You don't want it orange.
Isn't that something we should take off our animals?
Okay. Then we're going to go down here to highlighted nutrients. Untick this nutrition.
Click.
And then on the highlighted nutrients, put fat, protein, carbs, fiber, sugar, alcohol, potassium, magnesium, and sodium. Those are the only things that we super care about. Okay? Then you go back to your diary, and you no longer have calories showing up.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now what it's going to show you is how much percent of each thing that you've eaten for the day. So for example, I've had 57% of my fat. You want to see what I ate?
Yeah.
I had 13 ounces of chicken breast today. I had 1 link of a beef cheddar jalapeno sausage. I had 2 eggs. And then I had 9 of, I couldn't find the ribeye in the chuck eye in the thing, so I just put that. And I've got 57% fat at 86 grams, 108% of my protein at 216, 15% of my carbs at 3. And then it's also telling me how much fiber I've had, how much sugar alcohol I've had, how much of my potassium, how much of my magnesium, and how much of my sodium. And all you gotta do is highlight over, and it tells you exactly what you're at. But you can quickly glance at this and go like, hey, I'm only at 57% of my fat. And so that's all you have to do.
I love being able to control the dashboard, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a terminology, dashboard, like tick is. But yeah, and not having to see those stinking calories.
Right.
I like that.
Okay, you want to get into your nonsense now?
Well, I was just about done with all my nonsense.
Okay. So, let's see.
Yeah, Claire says it's so much less stressful without the calorie showing.
So, Jazumba said, how about some suggestions for the highest protein, lowest fat, and carbs? I keep banging over the fat.
Grilled chicken breast every time.
If you are banging over the fat, you are most likely adding too much fat to your food. Now, I do need to get that link from Bronson. I forgot to message him today for that link.
Oh, he put it in the Facebook family group.
Oh, he did put it in the Facebook family group.
I think I texted it to you to put into the YouTube thing
well,
from yesterday. You were slightly busy.
I was slightly busy today. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right off the top of the bat, but again, use chronometer. Chicken breast, super high in protein, very low in fat. So if you went back to my chronometer, how much is that chicken breast? Can we pull that up? So if you just click on that one thing right there, it's going to tell you that a 13 ounces of chicken breast was 55% protein and 7% fat. So a 13-ounce piece of chicken breast is 111 grams of protein, but only 11 grams of fat. And again, you can go over your protein, okay? You can go over the protein. We actually got a message from somebody saying that and Bronson is being irresponsible saying to eat more food even if you're not hungry. The bottom line is you have to get your macronutrients in. If you don't get your protein and your electrolytes and your minerals and your vitamins, you're malnourished, okay? So if you're only eating 400 calories a day, even if you're not hungry, you're malnourished. You're going to start eating away at your muscle and stuff. So you absolutely need to get your protein in. Get as much of it in as you can. But you can see with all of that food we ate, I only had 1,600 calories, and that's with the protein. If you take the protein calories out, because protein calories don't matter.
Yeah.
Like I'm like 800, 900 calories of energy.
Is that crazy? That is crazy. So just by doing this, for the people that are like, I have to know how many calories I'm eating, and this looks like too much food for the calories, everybody's going to be happy.
Right.
If you really are interested in a calorie situation, you're going to come in pretty low. That's pretty low on calories, and you saw like how much food we ate, like, right? Because I mean that was a lot of chicken breast.
Okay, so back to this question though. So some higher protein foods: chicken breast, salmon, shrimp. We do 90-10 or 85-15 ground beef. So if you go to 80-20, you're going to be at about a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you go to 85-15, you've got slightly more protein than fat, which allows you to be adding some other fats in there. Eggs, all 1-to-1. So if you're going way over your fat, you are most likely adding way too much fat to your cooking. Cook with as little extra fat as you can and use the fat from the meat. Now, if you want to have like a bunch of chicken breasts, yeah, put some butter on it. Like we just found a phenomenal butter. It was expensive, but it was delicious.
Really good.
And so that's all you have to look at. But most of your meats, unless you're only eating bacon, most of your meats are 1-to-1. But most of your meats are 1-to-1. And even when you eat bacon, unless you're taking the bacon, cooking it, and then drinking the fat that is cooked off.
Maybe
you're still probably eating close to 1-to-1. But ribeyes, that's why Dr. Berry talks about them all the time. They're 1-to-1. It's the perfect food. Eggs are the perfect food.
Well, and here's a side note, because some people are like, I don't want to do 90-10 ground beef because
it's not as flavorful.
It's not as flavorful. But here's the thing. I like the fact that you can get kind of cheaper 90-10 ground beef. You don't have to get like really expensive 90-10 because we can add the fat. And if there's ever going to be like anything wonky or hormones or any kind of stuff that you don't want, it's going to be in the fat of the animal.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Honestly, if you're buying just regular cheap ground beef, like we go to Sam's Club and pay $2.40 a pound.
It's not fancy pants.
You're better off buying leaner ground beef and then adding your fat in, even if you go buy some beef tallow or buy some bison tallow or something, because any of the hormones and antibiotics that those cows were fed are going to be in the fat. So you're better off adding your own fat that you know is a little bit healthier.
Because our meat can be special.
But what we like to do,
special.
We generally eat a lean meat a day. Like we have some chicken breast and some shrimp and stuff like that. And then we eat a fatty meat where we
sausage.
And that allows us to eat a lot more food. So you saw today we had a couple of eggs. We had the chuck eye steak, and then we also had the chicken breast
and sausage.
And the sausage. Okay, so that was 3 total carbs. I'm only at 86 grams of fat. I'm at 210 grams of protein, so I'm probably going to go have something else with probably a little bit of fat and probably go up to about 250 grams of protein. Okay, so Steph said, if we are doing protein drinks with keto chow, do we need to be concerned with total carbs from the chow? It doesn't hurt you.
I mean, okay. Well, I don't think you have to be like, super worried about it.
Well, no. I mean, it's acacia fiber, but again, I'm counting total carbs on everything, but take it off of your energy. So again, if you're allowed 150 grams of energy, a keto chow, an average keto chow is going to have 7 to 8 total carbs. So now instead of having 130 grams of fat, you're gonna have 123 grams of fat and take those carbs off of that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather you go to 40 total carbs using Ketochow and counting the Ketochow carbs, and then take that off of your fat. So if you go 40 total carbs and your goal is 150, have 110 grams of fat and 40 total carbs. I wouldn't go higher than 40 or 50 total carbs, but you're gonna be good. The bottom line is, even if the acacia fiber, which we know is not digested by the body, is it gonna hurt you that you're counting it as energy and your body's not really using it?
No.
It's not gonna hurt you. It's only gonna benefit you in the long run. Oh, it just jumped. That was a good one. Christopher said, cheesecakes are my go-to dessert, but the family requested to bring a low-carb dessert for Easter this weekend. I'm doing 6-layer cookies, kind of like 7-layer, but no coconut. Yeah, he does not like his coconut.
Him and Anthony could room together for sure because they both are not the hugest coconut fans. But that's awesome. That's fun. Is everybody bringing deviled eggs? Joe actually made me deviled eggs last Sunday, and I didn't even get a picture of them because I horked them down before we even took a picture of them.
Right.
I was like, get in my belly. But I want some more. I really do. And we got to color some eggs.
We do.
Friend.
Tanya said, okay, had to share. My better half walked into the kitchen and he noticed our live stream. First thing he says is, hey, Rachel, looks younger. Not keto, but even he's seeing your results.
That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. You made my day because, you know, and that was the thing. And you guys, I'm not going to tear up because I love you guys so much, but maybe a little I'm going to. But I feel so safe even sharing my workouts with you guys or sharing what I'm doing with you guys, because before I was just, I don't know, I was like embarrassed. It's like there's a lot of like, you know, I mean, I'm dealing with the same thing that maybe a lot of people are dealing with, where it's like just a bad self-image, right? And you just don't see yourself. And just having people to share this with, like when I was talking to my mom earlier, she goes, you know, I was able to go into the family group and say, like, I moved today and I ate what I was supposed to and I want my blue dot. And she said that so many people, like, sent her, like, gave her a little blue dot.
That's so
and
awesome.
I thought, thank you. Thank you for encouraging my family and me. And I hope that we're an encouragement to you because you guys bless us so much.
Older Pennsylvanian said salsa chicken is the quick cooker. In the quick cooker is so fast, and you can make several servings in minutes.
I love it.
So we have a recipe on our website for its Mexican shredded chicken.
Yes.
Sub out chicken thighs if you want low fat, high protein. Sub out the chicken thighs and add chicken breast. Just put 2 chicken breasts frozen. Put a little bit of sauce in there. You can still keep the cream cheese because the cream cheese is going to make it nice and thick, but not add as it's not going to be as fatty because you're using chicken breasts instead of chicken thighs. And it's like 10 minutes to cook, and it's just like a great thing to keep. You shred it up, keep it in the refrigerator, and you always have something to pick on.
Joe says, like, it was very important for us to be able to put it into the thing frozen because when it comes to meal planning, when we were raising, you know, the 3 boys when they were little, I can't believe Caleb turned 20 this week. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes for him. He was, like, so blessed by that. But our meal prepping for the family was usually like, crap, we didn't thaw anything out. So we better be able to, like, put this into the recipe frozen. Because that's what we were usually facing.
Okay, so Zoe said, are we worried about chicken all the time though? Isn't it full of omega-6s? It really depends on what, you know, where it's coming from. But again, we're not only doing chicken. We personally, and again, remember, we are not doctors or nurses or medical practitioners. Everything we talk about is what we've learned and experimented on ourselves or from reading, talking to people like Dr. Berry and Bronson. But we mix it up. We have some chicken, we have some eggs, we have some, you know, beef, and then we're also like taking in like salmon and stuff. Salmon is gonna really increase your omega-3s. So that's the whole idea of Rachel's Chop Challenge this month, is trying different proteins,
ones.
And they're all gonna give you something different. We got some mail.
We got some mail.
I did not open these, so hopefully there's nothing naughty in here.
Oh, why would there be something naughty?
I don't know.
What did you order?
Ooh.
Caveman.
Caveman smoked sausages, 0 sugar.
Yum. Wow, that looks amazing.
God has 2 dwellings, one in heaven and the other one in a thankful heart.
Oh, wow.
Found these new meat sticks at a truck stop. Please share with Anthony.
Oh, he's
Joe and
be
Rachel,
so blessed.
just a quick note to thank you for everything you do. God bless you both. I'm so glad to be part of the 2KK family. Annie.
Oh,
Love you guys.
Annie,
Thank
we
you.
love you. Thank you. Oh my gracious, is he going to be excited? Wow, that's amazing.
This is from Jessica. It's heavy.
Wow, no carbs in this guy. I'm excited about this.
Oh. Okay, like I may have to take another wife.
Take another wife.
Yeah, because
Coming from Jessica.
this is from Jessica, and it is
Buttered maple pecan keto bricks. Oh my gosh.
buttered maple pecan keto bread.
This is, oh my Lord. Okay, yeah. Wow.
These things, oh my gosh.
This is his Easter basket right here.
It is.
Wow.
Jessica, thank you so much.
Oh my gracious.
I'm sending you some keto brick. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
Okay.
I don't want it to go to waste, so I thought you would send it to you guys. Keep a brick or 2 for yourselves, and then give the rest away.
Can't
Thank
keep
you
them
both
all.
for what you do. It is so refreshing to have a keto channel where they haven't sold out. Too many are doing so, but I guess that leaves more for watching YouTube. Thank you.
Wow.
We're not perfect. Believe me, we're not
so-
perfect. We are whittling down companies we're willing to work with, though. So
You know where we are perfect? She said we can only keep 1 or 2, so we'll only keep 1 or 2. Oh, okay.
What we're gonna do?
I'm proud of you.
You're gonna go to the comment section, not because if I try to pull up something giving away during a live, Rachel's gonna kill me.
Yes, I
So
will.
you're gonna go to the comment section of this video, and you're gonna have 2 days. We're gonna pull it on Keto on the Couch, which we film on Saturday. So go over to the comments, leave a comment section on this when you're done, or you can go to there now. You have to exit out of the live chat and go to the comments, and we will draw a winner and give away all 6 buttered maple pecan.
Can I give you a kiss? Because I'm really proud of you. Good job. Good job. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. And I love that. I'm all about...
It is the best flavor, though.
It is the best flavor.
Okay. I have one more thing. Oh, Emily said, I like to eat 0% Greek yogurt for extra protein intake. Great.
Brilliant.
I'm going to suggest making ours. In fact, I just bought some. I bought a big tub of it because I went to Whole Foods. I biked to Whole Foods. Oh, I read that one already. I biked to Whole Foods and I wanted some to make some of ours, and we're making ours. We actually have a video coming out on it. We've been making the yogurt using the 2% Fairlife because less fat, same amount of sugars, and then you're also going to end up using a lot of those sugars for making the yogurt. But I always use the Faye, and the reason I do is because I like the bacteria that are in there. It gives a thicker yogurt. But the big tub was on sale for $1.79, but the little cup that I usually buy was $1.50, and I just couldn't, I'm 20 cents more and I get triple the amount.
We can't, it's a spaving issue.
But yeah, somebody messaged me about what our favorite Greek yogurt is what we make. But if not, we like the ratio. I find it too sweet for me, but if you do want a store-bought yogurt, I like the ratio better than Too Good. I know some people like the Too Good yogurt. For me, it had a bad taste. It had an aftertaste to it, and you got a chalkiness to it.
I wasn't a fan, but some people love it.
Yeah, now, but the ratio for me is too sweet, but at least they have clean ingredients. The only thing I don't understand is why they deconstruct it, they use non-fat milk, and then they add the fat back in.
Yeah, that was odd.
You know, I think it's got something to do with the sugars and stuff, but it's kind of weird, but it's good ingredients.
But here's the thing, since we're getting our Instapots out anyway, which I was just to go back.
It's 2 minutes of prep and just 20 hours of waiting for yogurt. And again, we have a video. That's why we're redoing the video. Instead of using a nut milk bag, you buy a yogurt strainer. If you go to our Amazon page, which there's a link for it down below, we have the yogurt strainer linked on there. And now it's really easier because you just literally dump it in there and let it sit either in the fridge or on the counter. And you come back in 12 to 24 hours, depending on how thick you want it, and you've got yogurt. It's literally 2 to 5 minutes of prep.
So here's the thing. So I was thinking too, like since Shelly had said that the George Foreman grill was the air fryer of like the 90s, I'm going to have to say, don't you think that the crock pot was the George Foreman grill of the 80s?
Yeah.
Followed by the 70s was the fondue pot.
The 70s had the fondue, and back then, I mean, I grew up with a pressure cooker, but we had the old-fashioned, you put on the stove
you blow your face
with
off.
the twisting thing, and my dad would be like, don't go near that thing, because that thing is going to...
spinning wheel of death.
Yes. So Diane said, if we aren't making burger patties, we usually go for 97.3 ground beef. Even better. And again, you can add some fat back in there. Okay, so I'm sorry. You're going to get mad at me. But I was thinking about this, and then we got busy setting this up, and I forgot. So we usually do our Patreon live stream the first weekend of every month.
Why would I get mad?
Because this weekend is the first weekend of every month.
Oh, no, but it's Easter.
So we're going to do our Patreon live stream.
Easter away from people.
No, well, and also we have church on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do our Patreon live stream on Saturday. I did put it in your calendar, by the way.
Okay.
Saturday, April 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time will be our Patreon live stream. So not this Saturday, because we normally do it the first Saturday of the month. We're going to push it back another Saturday so that everybody can spend the holidays with their family, and also we can go to work.
Yeah, we've got 6 Easter services this weekend.
Yes. Tanya said, what was the price you paid for the big container of 5%? It's $6.99 for the 32 ounce here in Alaska.
That seems
I don't think
good.
I got 32 ounce. I think it was the 16 ounce. It's about this big.
$6.99 seems like a deal.
That's a pretty good price.
Yeah.
I know what I mean, I think it was like $1 something off, but I don't remember how much it was. I could look it up, but Rachel would probably yell at me.
Oh, you gotta show April's. What a sweet comment. Joe's yogurt in my fridge 100% of the time. My family will not eat any store-bought yogurt since finding Joe's
thank
yogurt.
you. And again, if you're looking, if you want to make it a little bit not so fatty, remember when we made that recipe, our purpose was we wanted to duplicate peak yogurt, which makes it very high in fat. It's very high in fat. You could make that same yogurt without adding heavy cream, and you're going to cut the fat way down.
We knew we had to do something when we first tasted peak yogurt, but realized that we couldn't get peak yogurt where we were living. Yeah. I mean, our knees buckled the first time we tried peak yogurt. It was like, where have you been all my life? So Joe was like, I got to make some, because now that we've tasted that yogurt, we've got to duplicate it.
Claire said, I think the microwave is the Foreman grill of the 80s.
I think you're right. You're right. My grandparents used to actually have their microwave on a special desk, like a table, and they had special chairs that they would sit up to the microwave and watch it rotate and cook the food.
I'm looking up.
That probably was not the healthiest thing for them to do, ever. But that is what they did.
Okay, so
it was a marvel.
Okay, so for who is asking, here in the regular United States, not in Alaska, in the lower 48, at Whole Foods, 2% yogurt is $5.99 for the 36-ounce container. So that, and then right now they have the 17.6 ounce on sale for $2.51. So a lot cheaper, right? It's like it's an extra $1 off right now. So that's so you guys up in Alaska are $1 more. So that's not too bad considering you're in Alaska. I know they usually charge a lot of money for that stuff.
Yes.
Okay, a line girl said, I tried the exercise tonight and I'm already sore everywhere. I can't do the hollow rocks unless I lie on my bed. It hurts my spine. Made some other modifications due to unfitness on my side.
You know what though, line girl, I'm the same way. So like I did some modifications to the pull up, to the push up, and to the burpee thing. Mm-hmm. But what I liked was I didn't just not do them at all or skip them or do my push-ups where it's like it's just wrong. You know how like you just do them and it's just wrong. And so my goal is to do an actual push-up, pull-up, burpee by the end of this. But I like the fact that I can modify it, like, you know, like bringing the floor up to you and using something, you know, like the bucket to start doing it. I mean, I don't mind having it modified just so I feel like I'm successful. And I still have like spaghetti arms myself. And I thought that I was going into this with like my best possible shot because of the fact that I have been doing so much like cardio.
Right.
So I thought, well, there's no way, but it's still not, I still haven't been, using my arms and leg muscles, and certainly not my abdominal muscles like I think I'm going to be using this month. But I'm excited because maybe, that's the area where I still have a huge problem and, a lot of loose skin.
Right. Okay, so I did want to show this. So if you are having problems like doing sit-ups or something like that, you can get this thing. Got it for $19 on Amazon. And it's basically an ab wedge with a tailbone protector. So I actually use this for some things. Like if you want to do sit-ups, it'll lay out. It will, like, you can just kind of put that under your bed and it will help protect your spine a little bit. And you can did you use this thing today?
I did not.
Okay, I did put it out in the garage for you.
I saw it, but you weren't home when I was doing my exercises, so I couldn't like ask you. I did notice that because you have uneven feet, that you were using it to help you with some stuff.
So yeah, because my left heel can't go all the way to the ground when I'm standing straight up because of my ankle injury, my old trainer from years ago had used to put a plate, like a workout plate, a dumbbell weight underneath my heel to kind of elevate it and give me something to press down, but I don't have those. So I kind of put that. It was just something to kind of put something underneath my heel.
So they're more the same.
For when I was doing, the squats and stuff. Tanya said, I need that high fat, but what is peak yogurt? I don't even know if peak yogurt is available. I know they went through some issues.
Yeah, they were in Seattle?
They were in the Washington area, and then they had to move, and there were some problems with the transition, and there's some problems with the partners, and but there was a very high fat yogurt, very high fat. I mean, if you go back to our video from like a couple of years ago when we were out at KetoCon, we reviewed
turn it upside down.
You could literally turn it upside down and it would just sit there. I mean, that's how thick it was, and it was delicious. It didn't need any sweetener or anything.
Yeah.
So we got a super chat.
Thanks, Jerry.
Jerry said, woohoo, new Patreon supporter just signed up.
Thanks, Jerry.
Keep forgetting to put that on there.
Wow.
So, thank you very much, Jerry. Bridget said, my pot doesn't have a yogurt button, so what's the next option to make it correctly? I want to say get a new Instant Pot, but that's not a nice thing to say.
That's not right.
We do have directions. If you look at our recipe on how to do it, you can
do it in the oven,
You can bring it up to the oven. The key is keeping it at temperature for 8 to 10 hours. So you want to so you can kind of put it in your oven, bring your oven up, and then kind of wrap it in a towel. You can do it in the Instant Pot, opening and closing. What happens with the Instant Pot is it just constantly keeps it at that temperature, making it hot, making it cold, making it hot, trying to, get all of the bacteria to start cultivating and make it in the yogurt.
It sounds so gross, but tastes delicious.
Also, if you have a sous vide, you can do it in a sous vide.
Oh.
You can put everything into like glass mason jars, put it into the water, put the sous vide in, because again, the whole idea is keeping temperature.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking about recipes, and because you said sous vide, I always think of like sous vide like super fancy pants. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking that I loved the fancy pants silicone molds that Shelly had. They were doing the Ketochow challenge.
Oh, yeah. I have something like
with
that.
the tomato basil Ketochow.
That was genius.
That was so amazing. So both her and Steph, because they did a spiced cake, which I was like, with tomato basil Ketochow, like that blew my mind. Mm-hmm. And then Steph did ratatouille, and she doesn't know this, but like that is my brother's favorite Pixar movie. He loves Ratatouille. He painstakingly gets a lot of memorabilia, like Disney stuff. Their whole like kitchen is like France because Ratatouille, and so he's really excited about it. But since going on keto, you really can't have like a Ratatouille dish because it's just so carb heavy with like all of the vegetables, and I never even thought about doing it with meat.
No,
doing
it
a
was amazing.
meat ratatouille was brilliant. So creative.
Okay, so Gail said, I just bought 3 pounds of volume 2% from Costco for $5.99. You gotta love Costco.
Wow.
You gotta love Costco, right?
You gotta roll it out.
Yeah, I mean,
The barrel.
Costco is awesome. You know, and we can't make our mind between which membership because everybody's got something different. Like Costco's got good stuff. Sam's Club's
toilet
good stuff.
paper?
BJ's, the bottom line, BJ's, we're doing it just for the gas right now.
Right. Where's your toilet
Their
paper
gas
again?
is 10%. Whoever's got it the cheapest and on sale. Usually BJ's, because BJ's takes coupons. They have their own, and they take outside coupons, so you can double up the coupons there.
And they're usually across the street from Dick's, so there's a laugh when we go there, because BJ's and Dick's. It's just very strange.
Are you done?
Maybe.
Okay. Tiny said, I want to make some of this yogurt this weekend.
Yeah, try it. I think you'll love it. And it goes great on top of stuff. I mean, it's so good.
Steph said, oh, good on the Patreon Live because we have a date day this weekend to walk miles at the Outlet Mall and Buffalo Wild Wings for after on our walk.
How nice is that? Like, that is so cool. And I was super proud of Steph. So Steph is doing the challenge by, like, she joined a gym. And her and James are going on, like, long walks. And I think that it's a really fun opportunity to kind of just discover some of the beauty around you. I saw some beautiful pictures from all different, like, states where people had gotten up and gone on walks this morning. And I mean, the scenery is amazing. I think it's pretty in Florida, but like you get into like Utah and some of these mountainous states and it's just absolutely breathtaking. Now, when I will say, kind of a fun fact, when Caleb and I walked over to the park to try to find a pull-up bar, we realized that our park had an entire outdoor workout, like all of this workout equipment, and you could put your phone and scan it over the little plaque on each piece of workout equipment, and it would have a workout for that piece of workout equipment. And I thought that was amazing too. So call your parks and recreation department. They're probably just so glad to see human beings right now, you know, and just say like, hey, tell me what park in my area has the most like workout equipment that you can just like go and use, because you may have a park with amazing multi-million-dollar workout equipment and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, and again, you don't even need a whole lot of stuff. I mean, Rachel mentioned the other night, like, my old trainer had me doing something called invisible weights, which is literally you can take a broomstick, a piece of PVC pipe, anything you want. If you want to work some of your chest muscles, and all you do is you're going to do like start off with 50 and then go up to 100, 200. Like, he had me at like 300. So you're literally going to do the motion. So you just go like this 50 times and then up like this 50 times and then back. And the only reason you're having a broomstick or, you know, a piece of PVC pipe is to have something to place your hands so you can put it in the right spot. And believe me, do that 100 times a piece, you won't be able to move your arms.
Go find.
You're not using any weight, but that's why it's called an invisible weight workout.
Go to a truck stop and just do this. Like, honk the horn. Just do it for an entire hour and see what happens. You will get very tired.
Okay, so Amy said, what do you suggest replacing the heavy whipping cream with your yogurt? Nothing. Just don't put it in there. So the whole purpose of the heavy whipping cream in that recipe is to add fat and more deliciousness. It will taste just as good, just not be as fatty. But what'll happen is all of the bacteria is still going to eat up all the sugar, so it's going to be just as low carb. Actually, it's a little bit lower carb because the heavy whipping cream was actually adding some carbs in there that the bacteria had to work on. Steph said she's excited to get her new Fitbits.
I think that is fun too. That is so. I was noticing that like one of the little girls at church was just like walking and walking and walking around our Sunday school class, and I was like, "What's going on? What is happening right now?" And she's like, she had just had a birthday, and she was showing me that she asked for a little steps counter as her birthday present.
Right.
And she's like daily beating her goal. Well, by the next Sunday, all of her siblings had one because they all just wanted to kind of compete with each other. And what a great way for kids to compete with one another.
Then walk.
Than to be doing exercises. But me and Joe, we will compete against each other too.
Oh, yeah. Blue Dev said, I'm going to try adding unsweetened coconut milk to help reduce the fat in the yogurt recipe. That will work. Actually, who was it? Keto Connect, years ago, they put up a recipe on how to make yogurt with just coconut milk. It will work. And they put it right on the counter and that worked. I liked it. It was really good. Now, if you're just trying to reduce the fat, you can just use a different kind of milk. So one of the milks, so we use Fairlife, but the one that we really like, it's just harder for us to find sometimes, is this Ulta, this Ultra stuff. And so why isn't it coming up?
I think Ulta is like a makeup place.
Yeah. So this stuff here, this Ultra, and they have it, the red container where it's full fat, but this is just like Fairlife. It's the same thing. It's where it's 50% less sugar. It's got 13 grams of protein. So we use this one a lot, the 2% reduced fat. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you much less fat, but the same results. It's just, it's like getting a 2% fat yogurt at the store.
Remember A+ milk?
A+ milk?
Remember that?
No.
It was like they were supposed to be adding acidophilus
to
it.
Yeah, they
A+
still have
milk.
all of that stuff. Stephanie, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Says stay far, far away from the Stairmaster.
There's one at the park, but I'm a little bit afraid of it. Well, I had one when I was growing up, but it was just a clothes hanger. I never really actually did anything with it.
So Diane said, Dane doesn't use heavy whipping cream in the yogurt he makes, and if I ever have some that is higher fat, it doesn't taste right to me.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's what are you used to? Again, our whole idea with that recipe was to duplicate peak yogurt, but since making it, we don't want it as fatty all the time. So, because that was back in our time where, like, you just needed to eat like copious amounts of fat all the time.
And I was like, is there an alternative to eating an entire stick of butter in my coffee every morning? Like, is there something that we can do differently?
So Leslie said, speaking of yogurt, I started mixing Perfect Keto strawberry collagen powder in my 2KK yogurt, and OMG, it's amazing. Yes, Keto and the Chaos does that. She calls it protein sludge.
Sludge.
So,
I don't mind that mouthfeel. Some people just are like, ooh, it's like just kind of squishy, but I like the squishy stuff.
Debbie said, sorry folks, head is hurting too much. Have to log off and get into the darkness.
I'm
well,
sorry.
Have a good night. We're sorry
we'll
you're feeling
for you,
bad.
Debbie.
Annie Val said, hi fam, sorry I've been away so long. Very hard time in our family, so it's good to spend a few minutes here to get positive vibes.
I'm so glad you're here.
Bob said, just joined Patreon. Good looking forward to my first live stream.
Bob, welcome. We're so excited that you're here.
I'm excited because I just finished putting together the shirt stuff. So we got to send out a thing. You've got your Fearless Friday coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
And we're going to send you a little form and you're going to put like your name, your address, because some people we don't have addresses for some reason. And then what size, and each Patreon gets one shirt. So if you're a fan, we are going to put out a link if you want to get more. And there's no, like, we're not making money on it. So it's like whatever the lowest price that Amazon allows me to put, it's like a Chris thing. I don't even know what it is. Whatever the lowest price is. So if you just want to get a second one, that's what it'll be. I think I'll end up making like a penny. We're not trying to make money on it. We just wanted to say thank you to you guys. So
encouraged.
So, and then after this first order, like, we're not giving them to Patreons. Only the $25 Patreons will get them. Hopcat said, I follow the yogurt instructions exactly, and after being in the Instapot, it always had this hard film on top. I always skim it off my yogurt as lumpy. Can anyone help? Mix it up a little bit better when you put it in. I don't think you're mixing it up. I get that once in a while. I don't know what it comes from, and I usually just kind of pull it off. Sometimes I just mix it in. Rachel likes that.
I do. Does that make me a weirdo? Probably.
Oh, look. So it's They're taking out the Dix and BJ's things.
I'm sorry.
So you got it. Thanks for demonetizing us.
Sorry again.
Danita said, LOL, BJ and Dix. And Gail said, Rachel, there is a BJ's around the corner from me, but there's no Dix for miles.
Oh, I'm telling you, they're hiding. They're hiding in the bushes.
He said, I'm so surprised that meatballs was not on the protein list for the No Joke Challenge.
Man, I wanted to, but like you get double credit if you can turn any one of those proteins into a balls recipe. Because balls.
Donna said, the keto bricks being 1,000 calories for one, I was a little nervous I would eat the whole bar at once. Oh, I can absolutely eat that whole bar at once.
I can't.
But then I can't eat anything for the rest of the day because it's just super filling.
You're done.
But Bronson taught me a little trick, and that is melt it down and mix it with some Equip protein powder. And now you're going to up the protein. Makes it a little bit harder to finish it all in a sitting, and it lasts longer.
If you have seen, we have an old video where we did a 7-day keto brick challenge where we ate nothing but keto bricks. And that was back when Caleb was still going to high school. And he was late that day, one of the days, and I was like picking him up from school, and I was in the car line, and I was actually grateful that he was dragging around because I had to go home and eat more of the keto brick, and I was so satiated that I just couldn't think about eating anymore.
Missy said our BJ's is right next door to Dick's, but we drive an hour to go to Costco.
I love it, but why? Don't tell me that this is not a laugh amongst city managers designing towns, and they're like, we're totally doing that. Like, I feel like if they all meet at like the national city managers meetings and conventions, they're like, all right, how many Dicks and BJ's did we get together?
Okay, so Essie, great question. For someone just starting on keto, do you recommend using Ketochow and all these other things? No. So
Whole food.
Ketochow, we like it because we live an extremely busy life. If you gave me a little magic lamp and if I rubbed it and a genie would come out, and my first wish would be, can I have 5 more hours in the day?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I mean, we live such busy lives. As a matter of fact, like Rachel and I were talking today, and I'm like, I know, listen, here, you guys are family. I'm up 20 pounds from my regular weight. I don't ever go off of keto. I don't overeat. COVID, like, stress was not good for me, but you know what my number one problem is? Sleeping. I don't sleep enough. On a night when I have a good 6 to 8 hours sleep, I always wake up feeling good, no arthritis, I have no inflammation, the scale is down. On my average night, which is 4 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky and I'm tossing and turning, it's like I'm up in weight, I have arthritis, and I know that sleep is playing a big part in my life. And I've talked to Bronson about that. He's like, dude, you got to find more sleep. And I'm like, I need more hours in the day. Where else? I'm not going to not get up later because I get up in the morning and I like to read. That's the first thing we did. We read a book together, and then we pray together, and then I go off to work. I started not going to sleep at like 2 in the morning like I used to, so now it's midnight, but I need to be going to bed at like 8.
Non-scale victory.
So, you know, it comes down to all of those different factors. So because of that, Ketochow, like sometimes just with a busy life is great, but we recommend whole foods. Things like, you know, different types of, you know, collagens and stuff, they're nice, but they shouldn't be your primary thing. If you want like a keto brick, again, it's a good, quick grab and go thing, but I would limit snacks and things like that, especially if you have a sweet tooth. If you're coming into keto and you have a sweet tooth, you want to avoid sweet things because you got to get rid of, you're used to eating all of that sugar stuff. So if you're just constantly giving yourself in, you're not going to get rid of that sweet tooth. You want to kind of dull that down a little bit.
Well, and we're glad that you're coming into it now and like really take a look at the challenge proteins that we have and see what do you actually like to eat. Give them all a shot. Try some new recipes. There's tons of different recipes. Like, so, you know, Heath and Shelly, like watch what they're doing. They're going to be displaying a recipe using pork chops tomorrow. So, you know, we just need to get back into the kitchen and just kind of learn to have a relationship with our food again, because sometimes that's an issue too.
Right.
I can get afraid to even work with food, and like I know a lot of people, if they're just starting out, they're like, aren't I supposed to be like totally deprived and like not be around food and have very, very tiny portions and all this kind of stuff? And you know, keto isn't for just switching for a different type of diet where you eat nothing, you know, just different nothing.
Right.
You know, so it's really an opportunity to kind of repair your relationship with real food.
And again, is there anything wrong with any of this stuff? No. And you'll notice we are dwindling down companies that we want to work with. We're really trying to stick with companies that are putting out good quality products that have good ingredients. Ketochow is a big supporter of us. We love them and we use them, and we're not saying it's a bad product. We're saying it shouldn't, for the most part, be your primary food. It's great for on the go. Like our old pastor called us and said, hey, I want to get started on keto. We've got some pre-diabetes going on. And he's like, what about Ketochow? And I'm like, I don't think you need it. And he's like, I'm really busy. I'm like, okay, so we sent him some and he's incorporating it as part of it, but it shouldn't be everything. If you only drink Ketochow or only drink meal supplement and never touch food, you haven't dealt with what got you heavy to begin with. So as soon as you stop, it needs to be like part of it. Same thing with protein powders. We like these companies, we work with them, but make sure you're getting some whole food. Meats, you want to eat some green cruciferous vegetables, things like that, that's fine.
Good fats.
But have a good, well-balanced ketogenic lifestyle, and really be careful with some of the keto snacks that are out there. We do reviews because there's a lot of them out there that aren't that good anymore. And so we're more and more wanting to be like, don't touch this. And you're going to see some of those videos coming out soon.
Brace yourself.
Claire, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. We have to adjust that a little bit. How soon did you start to notice the Smart Sleep from Equip making a difference? I just got mine and I need better sleep. It definitely, I noticed like the first night, it conks me out faster. Without taking magnesium at night, I definitely toss and turn. I get more cramps. When I take it, I kind of am out like a light. What about you?
Same. Every single morning after I've taken it, I think to myself, why don't I take it every single night?
Right.
And it's usually you take it because you've had a string of bad nights and you're ready for a good night's sleep. And I'm not quite sure why I'm not like, how about every night? So like last night, I drank some, had a fantastic sleep. You'll be able to see from the vlog video that we started taping today. I'm like, hello and welcome. And Joe's like, ugh, like, why are you so awake this morning? But it was because I had a great night's sleep. So I need to take it every night.
Right. Amy said, what kind of things do you add to your yogurt to give it different flavor? I kind of like it the way it is.
I do too.
But you can add some vanilla. Some vanilla, any kind of extract. You can get some OOO flavorings. If you go over to Ketochow's on their favorite things, they actually have a coupon code for OOO flavorings. You can add some stevia leaf drops. You get some of the stevia leaf drops. Just make sure you're checking, make sure there's no maltodextrin. Most of the liquid ones are fine. But you can go to the grocery store. They have all different flavors of stevia drops. There's like butter toffee and, so you can add any of those kind of things, especially if you want to put a little bit of sweetener in there.
I've seen like Keto Chaos will add like a water enhancer.
Some people add Mio.
I can't do it though. Like we've tried it. It's just, I'm like, ugh, like it's too like, it gets too tart.
Yeah.
Everybody's
got a different taste bud.
Everybody has a different taste bud. So that may be something you like too, is just adding the water enhancer.
Gail said, I wish I could sleep well. I've had 63 years of bad sleep. I know where you're coming from, Gail. Nothing has helped with that, even though I go to bed at a decent time. I do want to try the Smart Sleep. I've been doing the Ketochow Mag Drops.
The Mag Drops are really good too.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like the magnesium just conks you out.
Trucker Cat is looking into get a comfort hybrid bike.
Nice.
That's cool. You need a new bike seat.
Yes. Well,
we have to adjust your bike seat is what we need.
It's working out fine sitting on my neck pillow. I don't care what anybody thinks about me, because I'm sure that people are like, is she sitting on like a cozy? Like, what is that? But it's like, yeah, no, I'm sitting on a neck pillow because
Christopher said,
but
I dread going back to work next year. I've gotten used to working from home and being able to cook lunch fresh every single day.
Well, and that's the thing. I am totally in agreement with you, and I've talked to so many families that they're feeling that way. So I think it's just like, we just have to enjoy this time. If you are still able to work at home right now, that we just like cherish it, and then see where can we do better in the areas of like meal prep moving forward, where if we have to go back to, when you have to go back to the office, like I want to bring some of these home cooked meals with me, right, because they are so delicious. It's very, very different.
Yeah. Annie Val said, I'm sorry guys, I have to go. I lost my mom a few days ago.
Oh.
And I'm still not ready to have fun yet. I love you all and I'll be back. I promise. Night all.
Oh, Val, we're going to be praying for you.
Val.
I am so, so sorry. Oh my gracious. Oh my goodness.
Christopher said, I agree, Joe. I love Friday and Saturday mornings when I sleep in. No work. I feel so much better those 2 days. Less inflammation for sure. Always my lowest weights of the week. Yeah,
Makes
sleep
a huge
has
difference.
a huge factor in your weight loss. And, you know, the bottom line is for the last 3 years, I averaged like 3 to 4 hours a night, which is just not enough. I'm never giving my body enough time to recover. And that is something that I'm struggling with and I'm working on. Leslie said, I watch too much YouTube for there to be more than 5 hours in a day.
Right. Same here.
Let's see. Any more?
Lisa says, I don't know how to ride a bike. Aw. Like, I want to, like, teach her to ride a bike. Like, you know what was the hardest day for our boys? The day you took off the training wheels. I never saw 3 boys more upset was the day that we were, I thought all of them would be totally stoked to be like, yes, take off the training wheels. I can't wait. And it was like, no. They really fought us on that, right?
Yeah. Leslie said, my taste buds have changed. I can use ingredients in my recipes that I wouldn't eat before keto.
Very, very true. And I'm hoping that with this challenge where you're revisiting some proteins that you're like, I never liked chicken thighs and I'm not going to eat chicken thighs. I don't want to try it. Again, your taste may have changed.
Look at Rachel's dinner. What's on there? What is on there that Rachel would never eat before?
Yes, you're totally telling on me. It's a runny egg. It was a very runny
honestly,
egg.
I didn't realize it was that runny. I was kind of, again,
runny.
we were in a hurry because we're like, okay, we got to eat. And then we have the live stream, but we got to have enough time to take our shower and everything else. And I'm like, okay, good enough. And I pulled him off, and then I brought him in. I'm like, ooh, she's gonna. I thought it was cooked more than it was. But again, something you would have never eaten pre-keto.
I would never have eaten it. So what I did was I immediately cracked that guy open and then like dumped it on top of my steak because I was like, all right, let it just like soak up. And I have to admit, it made the most delicious like gravy for the meat. I hate it when Joe is right. Don't you hate it when your partner is right sometimes?
Tanya said, crispy salmon skin, giggly bone broth, and eggs are great protein and collagen sources.
Very true.
So did anybody see Keto Connect put up a review video? I just felt vindicated that they said the same thing about the upside down cake.
Upside down.
Because I think they were great ingredients. They just weren't sweet enough, and the sweetness brought no flavor.
We were like, sorry.
But they had those salmon skins. They were like potato chips, but salmon skins.
That looked horrible.
They said it tasted good. And
No,
again, I
thank
don't
you.
like fish, but
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
has anybody tried those?
salmon
I don't know if
skins?
anybody's seen them. They were like literally like potato chips made out of salmon. They weren't even skin. It was the whole piece of salmon. It was like freeze-dried or dehydrated salmon.
wow. I mean, I guess you could make jerky.
And they're like, it doesn't taste like fish. Well, actually, he said it doesn't taste like salmon at all. And she was like, it is very fishy. So it's like kind of you and me. Like, which one is right?
Well, we would be taking like cod liver oil. And I would be like, this is like, I taste an aftertaste so bad of fish. And Joe was like, no, there's no taste to it. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this tastes terrible.
Lisa wants to know, what is it that you take every night? She needs a good night's sleep. So it used to be Calm, and then we switched over to Smart Sleep because we like the ingredients in it better.
Yeah, which is made from the Equip.
Yeah, it's made by Equip, our sponsor.
Yeah.
And again, you can use the link down below, save some money. We also have a coupon code, but it's a one-time use only
And
coupon code.
Calm worked, but sometimes it would like, I don't know, I would get just a little bit of heartburn. And we had it on like the automatic reorder where it was just like, I mean, we got it all the time. Mm-hmm. But it was sometimes, I don't know, it just, the flavor was like not great.
So Renee said, Rachel, try getting some cycling shorts with padding built in. So comfy, I could recommend some good brands.
Yes,
I actually
please.
have a couple that you could wear because they're very small. Like, they won't fit me right now anyway. And
I'd like some recommendations, but
Yes.
like, can I order like the, I don't know, like the Jennifer Aniston or Jennifer Lopez butt? Not because I have that butt, because I need like good padding. Like I need like I need an abnormally awesome butt.
Renee's going to tell you you're sitting on the seat wrong.
Am I?
Yeah. It's the seat we never adjust. We literally took it out of the box and didn't adjust it.
I have a bigger butt.
No, but it's because you're not supposed to be sitting on that. It's like where everything sits probably, but we will get you a little bit better seat.
Do they have a pair of joke pants even that I could wear?
Lisa said I would love the salmon skins.
Really? Oh, so because do you really like the taste of fish? Do you think it's gonna be fishy? Who do you think is right? Now I feel like we should get them.
I don't know. Jessica said, I really need to try runny eggs on burgers and ground beef. Never had it, but I heard it is amazing.
It really is good.
It is really good if you use it like, it's almost like a hollandaise. If you like hollandaise sauce, I mean, it's just without the butter. But like, I love getting a burger and then you would get the egg on top of it. But I like it more now than when I used to, because when you used to do it, when pre-keto, you would get that and the egg yolk was great. Because it was a great gravy, like on, like as a sauce. Like instead of using ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise, you had this egg yolk. The problem is you're picking this thing up with the bun, and then you would bite down, and now the yolk goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But now, since we don't eat
You
the
don't
bun,
have it like that.
and you're just eating it with a fork and knife, you get more of the flavor in there.
This is how I have to do it though, because I just can't. It's just the whole look of it is like disconcerting to me. I like pop that yolk, put the booger on top, flip it over. I'm not looking at it. I can't see it.
There you go. Renee said, my seat is smaller than my hand. It's all in where you place the pressure and your posture. You're sitting on the seat. It should not hurt. It should not hurt. What are you looking for?
I was just looking like, I feel like I need like 4 of these.
No, it's because you're sitting on it wrong.
I need a seat that's like 4 wide.
Yeah, no, you're sitting on it wrong, but it's because we didn't move it. You have to adjust. That's why it slides back and forth.
This is not enough butt cheek. I need at least 4 of these. At least 4.
It's not that bad. Lori said, I saw the salmon skins at Costco.
Couldn't do it. I feel like now we need to, except for, here's the thing, they were like, this is very expensive, and also there's not many in the bag. So I was like, well, that's not a good thing either, because I want to get, I would... Maybe that's bad though, because like if you get a lot in the bag but it tastes terrible, like, but you still feel like you got a value.
How many things have we bought that like taste terrible? We actually tried these cookies. We have a video coming out.
Oh man,
we got these cookies at Whole Foods.
Those.
And they were incredible ingredients. I'm like, I want to like these, and I'm like, yeah, no. No, it really tasted like a diet cookie, and it smelled like bird food.
It totally smelled like Grayson's bird food.
But the problem is we can't even feed it to the chickens because there's xylitol in them. They're sweetened with xylitol.
Well,
so I literally I spent like $12 on these cookies for a review video, and we had to throw them out.
Well, because we couldn't give them to Grayson either.
No, can't give them to anything.
Can't give them to anything. Can't risk it.
And I didn't want to risk keeping them in the house to give to somebody else because xylitol.
You know how you get like where you're like, well, I've got $12 invested in this thing, so like I guess
gonna eat it anyway.
Over the course of my lifetime, I will consume this, and we have started getting to the point where we're like,
nope, not worth it.
We had $4 dinner tonight, so we can throw out those $12 cookies and not try to keep them around.
Yeah. Carla said, I cannot balance anymore. I need a 3-wheel bike. They're expensive, even used ones. Yes, we made Rachel's mom get a 3-wheeler because she like doesn't balance well.
She doesn't balance well now, and I don't want to say made because sometimes people get upset when we say that we've like insisted on something. But I love my mom so much, and she had a regular 2-wheel bike, and she fell off of it twice, and we were like, that's it. Like, we've got to go to the 3-wheeler. But she will tell you it was totally worth the investment because they ride like a dream.
Okay, now here's what I'm going to say about a 3-wheel bicycle. And I would save your money and get it. It's look at, and this is something hard for 2 people who are very thrifty.
Cheap.
And Rachel, we're not cheap, we're thrifty.
Pretty
we're
cheap.
Frugal. So we were talking about this morning because we're reading this book on love languages and like what is your love language and learning your partner's love language. And wow, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes.
We are way into this marriage, and like there's a lot. We were not speaking a lot of the same language.
Right. And so Rachel is like, my love language is definitely not receiving gifts because I don't like to receive gifts.
I kind of got
Although I know every gift Rachel has given me, but I'm just not. I'm more of like. My love language. My love language is touch, and my love language is let me. If there's something I want, let me go get it. Like when she says, "Hey, you can go get this," that is like love to me because I know that she's a thrifty person. So when she says you have permission to get that expensive thing, that is saying I love you. It's a weird thing, but letting me pick it out. So anyway, we were talking about like spending money. And for me, when I spend money, it's got to be on something that is tangible and is going to last. I have no problem spending $400 on a bicycle where we're going to use it every day in exercise, but I don't want to spend $3 on a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah, because you're like, that's not fun.
It's not fun, and it's not going to last. Like, I look at how much value do I get out of what I'm purchasing. We just did a video on our camping channel about it, talking about like saving money. We don't go out to eat a lot, and when we do, it's usually with gift cards that we've gotten, because I'm like, $100 for a meal or 5 nights camping. Which one am I going to enjoy more? Because they both cost me the same.
But boy, man, I got checked though with what we read this morning, because I am very cheap. Like, my love language is I want to see every dime in the bank. And I'm thinking like, so I'm just somebody that doesn't spend, and you would be somebody that spends, okay? But the guy said that the person who wants to see the money in the bank and never buy anything, even if it would be loving to you, like if I say to you, like, no, don't get that because I want to see that money in the bank, you are spending, you're putting the money into something, you're putting the money into the bank, because that is like a calming a thing for you. So like, whereas like that settles your mind and makes you feel okay, if your partner's love language is gift giving and you always withhold that, like, you are putting your money into something, you're just not putting your money into them.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, because like it does settle your mind. If you're somebody like me who like, I never want to spend a dime.
Right. But what brought it up was, I was going to say, for the 3-wheel bicycle, if you really want to get a 3-wheel bicycle, number one, do not buy the cheap ones they sell at Walmart. Rachel's mom actually got one. It was a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
And it was only about $100 cheaper than going to a professional bike shop to get one.
Check your bike shop.
Where they're going to really make sure it's going to be much better quality made. But here's what I'm going to suggest. Take something that you used to buy, like in your pre-keto life, like maybe a Starbucks drink, whatever it was. Like, we got a coffee every single day. We spend $5 a piece on a coffee at Starbucks. Take that money and every day put it away somewhere that you were already spending pre-keto, and then use that and save it up to buy a bike. We are firm believers, and we live an 80-10-10 lifestyle, where the first 10% of whatever we make immediately goes to God. The next 10% we save, and then the other 80% is what we're going to live on, and usually it's less than that. But we save, we put 10%, we give it away, 10% we save before we even touch anything else. And a lot of times we're able to get our toys by using money that we used to use on something else.
Yeah, or selling something that we previously had.
But invest in yourself. That's what I want you to do. Invest in yourself. Take that garbage food that you were buying and invest in your health, and you will be happy for it.
Wow. That may be too much information about our life.
That's okay. Christopher said, I used to ride my bike 30 miles a day way back in high school. I stopped biking, gained a lot of weight over the years.
Wow, 30 miles a day. That is incredible.
He's got you beat.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Amy said, this may be a silly question. What is the difference between Equip and Perfect Keto?
No silly questions
Okay,
here.
so both companies are actually owned by Dr. Anthony Gustin. A little bit different. Equip is more of a nutrition company, and he focuses just on good nutrition, whereas Perfect Keto is only ketogenic products. So there are certain things that Equip has that you would not have on a ketogenic lifestyle. Like, he has like healthy carbs. They have more of nutrition products, like things for your immunity and stuff like that. So the only things we really like there are the not the collagen. I like the Perfect Keto collagen better personally. The protein powder, because it's a beef protein. We like the Smart Sleep, and we like the liver pills so that we don't have to eat liver.
It just makes our marriage better.
Yep. Older Pennsylvania said, you guys balance each other out, which is good, because if you were both the same mindset, it would be scary.
Yeah.
It would be really scary.
Wow. If we both flew by the seat of our pants, we would have no pants. We would be Porky Pigging this marriage.
SC said, what is the name of the product you use instead of Calm? It is called Smart Sleep from Equip. There's a link for it down below. Okay. So we're going to get off because we've been rambling for an hour and a half.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
So we got a couple videos coming out, but we want to wish everybody happy Easter.
Yes.
We got Passover. So whatever.
Well, Passover is in February.
Yep. But we also have Ramadan coming up.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all of you guys. We love all of you guys. Thank you for sticking with our craziness, our silliness. Enjoy some of the videos coming out because we make a fool of ourselves.
And don't forget to tag us on social media if you're participating in any way, shape, or form in the upcoming, in all of the ongoing challenges. So if you're eating the food, if you're doing some exercise, even if you're not doing the exercise that Bronson's prescribed and you're just getting moving, let us know what you're doing and what you're participating in. And also, don't forget to decorate the Easter eggs, because there's prizes for all 3 of those things coming out.
Yep. Renee's got a good one for you to go with. Try using Body Glide in the nether parts for chafing. It works wonders at Academy.
Okay, I need to
get
that.
You some of that.
Because my thighs are still excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
So make sure everybody joins us for Monday's live chat for Keto on the Couch. That happens at 10 a.m. Keto on the Couch is not live, just the chat when we premiere it. We have our live stream next Wednesday with Bronson at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then our next live stream here. So again, thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see everybody next week.
We love you guys.
Bye. Dun, dun, dun.